So today I'm going to show you how to do lemon peel stitch, and this is a really nice textured stitch like this. So it has all these kind of bumpy texture look, and it's just very simple. It's made just with single crochets and double crochets. It's great for things like washcloths, which is what this is. It's also on this headband, which matches the washcloth. So it's really simple. I'm going to show you how it works. So we're going to start out by chaining an even number of chains, and then what we're going to do is we're going to chain one more. So what I mean here is we're going to chain, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe we just do a couple more, 11, 12. So now I've got 12 chains. So my finished piece is going to be 12 chains long, but I need to also add a turning chain. So I'm going to add one more for my turning chain. So now I'm going to come back along those stitches, along this chain, and I'm going to do a double crochet and then a single crochet. So double crochet into my second chain from the hook, and then a single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. And I should finish with a single crochet because I've got an even number of stitches. So my first one is here into this. Let me just bring it a little bit closer. So that's my first chain from the hook, that's my second, so I'm going into there and I'm doing my double crochet into there. If you need to know exactly how to do a double crochet and a single crochet, then skip on over to my Learn to Crochet videos, because that shows you exactly how to do the stitch. So then my next one is a single crochet, so into that next chain, and then double crochet, so into that next crochet, that next chain there, and then a single crochet, and then a double crochet, and all the way back to the end. So let's just keep going. So double, and then single, double, and then single. So that one, next one is a single, and hopefully I'm going to finish with a single, if we've actually done this right. Let's keep going. So single, double, single, double, another single, and then a double, and then hooray, we finished with a single. Okay, so you should be finishing on the opposite to what you started with. So I started with a double, finishing with a single. Okay, so that's my first row, and you can see if you look very carefully, maybe I'll just bring that a little bit closer. So then I've got a single there, so my first one was a double, so it's kind of curving a little bit around because I only had one chain in my turning chain, and that's deliberate, so I'll show you what that does in a minute. But then I've got a single here and a double, a single double, single double, single double, single double, single. Right, so now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to come back in the opposite direction. And what I'm going to do when I come back on my next row is I'm going to put a double crochet into my singles and a single crochet into my doubles. So let's turn around and do our chain. So first of all I'm going to chain and then turn actually. So I'm going to chain just one for my turning chain, and my next stitch is actually going to be a double. So normally if I was just doing rows of doubles, then I would chain 3 to do a double, but because the way that lemon peel stitch is, what you want is your doubles to be a little bit squashed so that they sit proud, and that's what gives it that textured look. So if I chain just one and then do my double crochet into that first stitch, then it will kind of bobble out a little bit. So it will stick out a little bit. It will be a little bit squashed, which is what I want. Okay, so that's my double, and now this stitch, next stitch, was a double on the row below, so that's going to be a single. So now I'm doing double, single, double, single. So next one is a double, and then we're going to do a single, and then just carry on all the way to the end. So double, single, and I will just tell you a few little tips on how to see what comes next, because when you're doing a pattern like this where you're just repeating and repeating and repeating, if you're doing what I'm doing and talking while you're crocheting, it's quite easy to get lost, or if you're just watching telly or something like that, you can forget what you're doing and what comes next. So it's a good idea to be able to read your stitches. And because I had that even number of stitches plus one, I'm always going to be finishing on the same stitch, so I'm always going to be finishing on a single crochet. So if now that was my last stitch, if now I found out that that was a double, then I would know that I've gone wrong somewhere, and I've done probably two singles together or two doubles together or something like this, or I've skipped a stitch. So if you go wrong in this kind of pattern, what you're going to see, so for example, if you put your doubles on top of your doubles, then you will start to see lines in the pattern instead of this kind of bumpy, bobbly look. So just keep an eye out for that. And when you're getting used to the pattern, it is a good idea to have a look at your stitch. So it's always good to be able to tell what your stitches were. So this one here with the two little legs, so the two small legs and a stitch along the top, that's a single crochet. And what you'll see is that the doubles, they have these two lines at the top. Can you see that? So there's two lines where you did the last wrap on your double crochet. So if you're doing a stitch like this, really good to be able to tell the difference between your singles and your doubles. And that's the lemon peel stitch, and that's all there is to do it. You keep going on the same stitches as we just did. So you do a double crochet into your singles, a single crochet into your doubles, and you just keep going. And that's lemon peel.